Hello everyone, it's Dee from Turtle Dove. How's everyone doing today? I am here to make some vintage tags. I've made some and I'll show you how I do them. They're really great. They're just for my journaling. I've been getting together quite a lot of things in preparation for that. So just before I do that, I just want to thank Myrna for her beautiful Christmas card. I only received this, I think it was yesterday, so it's taken 2 months to get here, and it's post dated the 2nd of December, so wow. You just never know, do you? Sometimes I get mail from the US and it's maybe 3 weeks or so, but yeah, I think that's a new record, 2 months, but it is adorable. And look at the pretty envelope, my favourite colour, green, and she's put washi tape down there. Excuse me, my nose is really itchy. It's like when you do the dishes and you know you shouldn't touch your nose, and then it itches. I think there's a hair in front of it. So look at this pretty Christmas card that I received. So this is going to go in my Christmas card stash because I keep everything that's sent to me. And she wrote a lovely little note. So thank you, Myrna. I love it. And inside she placed some beautiful snowflakes. Iridescent snowflakes. Absolutely gorgeous. So I will make great use of this next Christmas, or possibly Christmas in July, because I'm going to start making some Christmas related projects then as well, just to get a head start. So thank you, Myrna, that was lovely of you. I really appreciate it. So I'll just put those stamps back in the card, put that on the table behind me, and now on with the tags. Now I'll show you what I've done. I love them. This one hasn't got a ribbon or anything on it because I'll put that on later on. But look at that. These are vintage style, and the ladies are from sewing patterns from the 80s. Look at this one. And you can tell it's the 80s because a lot of the fashion have the square shoulders. So that's a big giveaway, and the hair. But I love the 80s. And I want to keep them like this. I wanted to jazz them up a bit more and maybe put some lace down the bottom. But I don't know. It's very unlike me because I love bling and glitter and sequins and gems and iridescence. But I don't know. Just for some reason, I think they look really nice just like that. And because it's going to be for a journal, I have to keep it flat anyway, so I can't, you know, layer them. But I just love them. And at the back, I just tore a bit of the pattern out and stuck it at the back, and then used some Mod Podge, but the matte, I wanted to keep it all matte because at first I was going to put some gloss over that too, but I just like them how they are. They just look really good. I don't know what it is, but it's probably the first time for me that I haven't used a lot of lace and bling. So let's put those aside and we'll go ahead and I'll show you how I make them. Very easy. I've already bought these pre-made tags, and I think the colour makes a difference of these too. So then of course you need an old pattern. Let me put my glasses on. These are, I think, from 1983 or 1987. Where did I see that? 1987. That was the year my first son was born. So we'll start by, I think I'll make 3 more. We'll tear out this lady, this one and this one. This one I'm going to leave for now. It's sort of a shame doing this, but I'm never going to sew them. These I bought from a thrift shop. I think it was Goodwill. And look at all the paper you can use for journaling. This is, I bought these because I wanted to use the illustrations, and I also, you know, you can use this for paper and journals as well. And this you can stick on, like I did, on the back of the tags, and use that also as papers, but it's like tissue paper. It's very, very fine and fragile. So anyway, let's go ahead and I will cut this out. I might just spin that down a little bit. So I might just do, I'm going to do 3 more, but I'll just do 1 on camera, otherwise we'll be here for a long time. I've noticed some of my videos are getting long, but sometimes I just get in the moment and want to show you the whole process. Plus, I figure that you can always fast forward if you, you know, if you didn't want to, if you wanted to skip the boring process. I don't find it boring, but some people might. So I'm just tearing sort of reasonably close. And let's see what colour tag I'm going to use. I've got these out. So I think, what have I got? I think we'll do the red. I love the red tag. So what I do first is get the ink, and I have rearranged today. I spent a good part of the day rearranging my whole table and cleaning up some stuff underneath. I bought one of those, it's like a trellis with hooks on it, or knobs, and you can stretch it out, and I put that in front of me on the wall so that I can hang some projects on there. So to do that I had to take everything off the table and rearrange things, so I'm still getting used to where everything is, but it was good going through all my papers under the table and things. So this one, I'm using the Distress Ink Ground Espresso by Ranger, and because it's so dark I think it really sets everything off, and I think that sort of makes it so. I'll just get the door bar. Distress the actual tag. These are so simple to do, and I've actually got to go back to the thrift shops and see if I can get more. So that's all you need to do. Did I do the back of those? No, I didn't. Might do the back of this one too. should have maybe done the back on the others, but it doesn't matter. And then I also distress the image, and that just, I don't know, it just makes it look more crisp and brings out the print or the design. Okay. So hopefully nothing will fall on me. So next I stick the picture on the tag, and using my glue stick being careful to make sure I get the edge all the way around, because I don't want anything lifting. Because as I said, I could have put Mod Podge on the top, but I decided not to. Maybe I still will, but I don't know, I just like the look of that very matte look. And even though this is matte at the back, you can still see the shine. It's not ultra glossy, but I don't know, there's something about that that I really love. Okay, so that's the front done. That's it. That's all you do. And at the back, I'm just going to grab some of this pattern paper, and let's see. I think I'll get this section here. Now, did I tear it? Yes, I did tear it. So I'm just going to tear down one side, and as soon as you put the glue on this, it just wants to break like either tissue paper or the serviettes. I think it's even finer than that, to be honest. So I'm just giving this a little tear. I think I'll keep the rest straight. And I think I'm going to use the glue stick on this. I'm pretty sure I used a bit of the tacky glue to stick on the last one. Because I'll be Mod Podging on top of this once it's dry. So this has covered the back a little bit more than the others, and this does work better. I think I saw this trick by Jovi, Creating with Jovi. So all I've got to do when that's dry is put a coat of Mod Podge on that, and that's it. That's all you do. And once everything's dry, you can get some, I've used some narrow lace, I've used some pink ribbon, some wider ribbon, just to see what looks good. I don't have an awful lot of ribbons. Oh, actually I do in my drawer on the reel. These are the ones that are loose, so I probably should have looked in there. But with this one, I'm going to use, I think it's a little bit double the width of the white one. So I did try, I'll show you how I first tried to tie them. You just halve your length and then feed it through the hole and take the end, 2 pieces, and then just thread it through like that. But this works well with the lace, but with the ribbon it's too loose, it doesn't want to tighten. So all I did was just thread one end through, and you can have it as long as you want or as short as you want. And then I just gather the 2 ends so they're even, and then I just create a knot. But before I pull it tight, I keep my finger through there and then just sort of push that down like that. And then, just so it's roughly the same, I'm going to keep those for some more of those strips in the future, the fabric strips that I did with paper and offcuts. And I'm just going to quickly go over that with the lighter, adults only of course, just to seal that a little bit so it doesn't fray. And that's it. That is how I do my vintage tags for my journal, or journals I should say. So that's it guys. Hope that's given you a bit of inspiration and ideas on tags using old patterns. So this lady here, I might put her on a bookmark or something that I'll put in one of the journals. Maybe jazz her up a little bit more with lace surrounding the bookmark. So, okay guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Take care and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now. Oh my goodness, it's the next morning guys, and I just wanted to show you the finished 3 that I did yesterday. The reason I came back on is because I wanted to show you the last 3, but I ended up putting something else on. You know, after I mentioned I was happy without all the bling, well, I put the tiniest amount of bling. I was just looking through all my jewellery findings and things, wanting to sort those out, and I came across these little studs in different shapes. They're used for nail art, and I kept them. I don't do an awful lot of nail art anymore these days, but I kept them for my crafting, and I forgot all about them. And they come in like teardrops, circles, rectangles, squares, hearts, and I think little triangles, did I say that? And circles. And they're all gold. Some of them are upside down, but they're the tiniest things, and I thought they just putting one, these are little drops, one on each of them, I don't know, just set it off even more without being too blingy. And they're quite flat, so they're drying at the moment, and I ended up putting yellow ribbon on this one. And I did forget to mention also, when you are using the ink and distressing, you can go around, well I went around the centre of the hole punch there, or around the edge I should say, and at the back as well. I don't think I mentioned that on earlier. So, and there's the green tag. Sorry, I'm out of focus or out of shot. Just the smallest amount there. Doesn't take away from anything else. I put lace on this one, and on this one, they've all got one. This one's the pink ribbon. I sort of feel the wider ribbon looks better too, but I don't have a lot of wide ribbon up here that I want to use, so I just stuck to what I've got up near the table rather than in my drawers. I love this one. Of course I'm biased because it's green. I was thinking of putting 3 across there, but I thought no, just 1. Okay, so that's it, guys.